Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is September 24th, 2023, September 24th, Sunday. Alright, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it doesn't, then don't force it to be your story. Hold on. Oh, she's got it. Alright, so, before I get started, I'm just gonna start pulling cards, I guess. Alright, let me move the camera, hold on. Yeah, that's good. Alright. That's so good. Okay. So, for the most part, the collective is having a good weekend. It's like very peaceful, very calm, quiet. That's all. I guess that's the only thing, right? So that's really good. There could be a lot of people talking about you right now. I remember I had a dream, and I was like walking. It was like a courtyard, but it was also like a gathering of some sort. It was outside. It was daytime, and I was walking through like the courtyard or like whatever gathering it was. I was like walking diagonal, so I had like an even view of what was going on this side and what was going on this side, and there was like groups of people here and there. And it's interesting because it was a mixture of things. Like they were all, because I remember they all kept like every group I looked at or every person I looked at, like they all had my name in their mouth. Like they were literally saying my name in like their conversations. And some of them were like saying good things, and then some of them were like not so good things. Like I could just tell by like how they said my name. Like it was like with malintentions. I don't know why. I'm only thinking like the only way that's coming to my mind is, but it's malintenciones, which is like bad intentions, but it's coming out in Spanish in my head. And it's like again, you're in this peaceful energy, this peaceful vibe. You're just like I said in the beginning, I'm like, it's a peaceful weekend. You're just quiet, very enjoying it, right? That's you. But then you have other people with like your name in their mouths. And I was like walking through, and I was just, I don't know, I guess like observing and watching them say my name. Out of like all of these people, it was a group of people in particular. They were the ones that like really popped out to me. They were like to the left side of me when I was walking through. They were to the left side of me. One of them had like, I think, a red shirt, and like they had like their hair tied in a down ponytail. But I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. But it was like three of them in like in a group. But that particular group really stood out to me the most. So there is a particular group of people that are really like you got people talking about you left and right, good or bad, right? but that's inevitable. Like there's always gonna be people talking about people, right? Bring it to me, and I'll fix it. Hold on. But yeah, there's always gonna be people talking about people, whether it's good or bad. But so it wasn't like I was just like, okay, whatever. Like that's something you have to like get used to of people talking about you, whether it's good or bad. We got in Pisces, and it came out horizontal. But this particular group of people, it's like out of everybody in the world that's talking about you, there is a select group of people that are really like they're making it their mission to have your name in their mouth. It's like you are like the main topic of their conversations. And the thing is, because I kept on walking, you're not paying attention. So you may be aware of this, you may know this, but you're not paying attention to it. So we have in Pisces, 12th house. Wow, that's so funny. This says your dreams at the top. Your dreams, your idealization of, be part of something overwhelming. And so whatever you are doing, collective, it's part of a, you know, there's this movie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. It's called, which one is it? It's a based on a Bible movie. It's not Joseph, the King of Dreams. It's not the Prince of Egypt. Wait, is it the Prince of Egypt? Yeah, it is the Prince of Egypt. Yeah, it's the Prince of Egypt, and it's the one scene where he's like in the desert, and then like, because he was like following that girl. I think her name is like Miriam, or is that his sister? But anyways, like he follows the desert. He follows the girl to the desert. Blah blah blah. Or he doesn't like really. Anyways, doesn't really matter. The point that I'm trying to make is that he gets to the desert, and then the girl's father, like, he starts singing this song about how, in the grand scheme of life, a single thread can make all of the difference. And I've been talking about threads a lot lately in my videos the past week, about threads of life, threads of connection, bonds of threads, threads of bonds, right? And in the video, and I'll put that music video in my description or my community section on my channel. He's talking about how one single man or one single person, one single woman, it's like you are involved in something that is like part of God's great plan. A part of something overwhelming, your idealization of. So this is something that you could have realized as well. Wow. Then we have spirituality to ultimately experience, trusting your psychic knowledge of resulting. Yeah. All right. Spirituality to ultimately experience, trusting your psychic knowledge of resulting from the indecision of or about. Yeah, so now you know where you are in the grand scheme of God's plan. Now you know who you are. Now you know what your purpose is. Now you know. And because of that, it's like your faith, your spirituality, your connections, your gifts, your abilities have like heightened 10, 20-fold. And a lot of that has to do because you've decided to keep the faith. You know that saying, keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith. You've actually done that. You're actually doing that. So you're actively doing this. Like, you know, you're a part of something big. Like, you know, you can feel it in your bones. I feel it in my bones. Yeah, you feel it in your bones. Like, you know this. It's like, you know your connection with the great divine. You know about it. You're aware of it. And that's allowed you to be where you are. There's a sense of peace when it comes to a realization like that. There's also something about like unlocking, like just keys being put in doors and like that clicking sound when you unlock a door. There's a bunch of that going on. because you're keeping the faith within God, the great divine. So it's just a bunch of clicks. Things are being unlocked for you, like doors are being unlocked, opportunities are being unlocked. Okay? And a lot of this is because of where you stand when it comes to your faith, your spirituality. Because Pisces is, the 12th house is about spirituality. This is really about faith. Having faith in God, the Most High. By doing that thing alone, which is having faith in Him, it's allowed you to unlock doors. Very simple, very simple. Very simple. So that's why you're now in like a constant state of peace. Wow. We got Pluto. Pluto is, what is that? Scorpio, Hades. So also a lot of transformations going on. So you've chosen to be on the path of keeping the faith and the great divine. By that alone, it's allowed you to transform and have transformations, and you know, there's this energy of getting things done. Let me explain that. All right, Pluto, resurrect, right? Transformations, do or die. Well, do or die, you must. That's also in Pluto. So resurrect, transformation. You know, rebirth, starting new, starting fresh. Get to the heart of, which is your spirituality, your faith. You're connecting with your heart, with God. And then do or die, you must. This is something that you know you have to do at this point. There's nothing that's going to tear you away from this. It's like, you know that either you keep the faith in God, or you can have like either... I feel like also this do or die, you must. You understood what an ego death is. You had to go through an ego death. That's part of the... So you went through an ego death, and through that ego death, you resurrected. This is all about having faith in God. Hold on, 1 second. So, yeah, you've gone through an ego death. Oh, something about the eye of the storm, too, collective. The eye of the storm. So, you could have essentially gone through the eye of the storm within yourself. And in that heart of the storm was like you having to face your ego, which resulted in an ego death, and then having to have like a resurrection, and then you get to the heart of like your purpose, who you want to be, who you are, your faith, your spirituality, la 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 la, all that good stuff. And now look at you. Doors are just being unlocked for you left and right. So, okay, keys and mysteries and secrets. You understand the secrets of life, the mysteries of life. You have the keys to the mysteries of life. Yeah, I guess that's that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so you kind of like killed the weak version of it. Like, I don't want to say you killed it, but like you kind of like squashed it. So this is essentially like, well, it was a battle between you and your ego. Justice. So you gotta give me a second. Hold on. You're getting justice. something about the past, like your past self or the past. It's something about resurrect. So you're getting justice. It's, I mean, yeah, you're getting just all up. So with resurrect and the sword, you're living in your truth. There's a lot. So you're very balanced out. You're living in your truth. So you could be getting justice, or you're like unknowingly handing out justice. It's like, how do I explain that? I want to give you an example, but I don't feel like that would be a good example. So I'll do it this way. So let's say, for example, somebody decides to harm you in a way, either by their words or physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever the case may be. Justice gets dealt to them immediately. And the reason why that is because you're too clean. How do I phrase this? You're too balanced out. So I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. You're living in your truth. So whatever they're saying, so whenever somebody says something to you, whenever somebody does something to you, that's meant to harm you, it doesn't harm you. It doesn't affect you in any kind of way, because you're living in this, you're in this peace, right? You've already gone through that ego death. You're balanced out. You're living in your truth. So what's going to happen? It's going to get sent right back to them. That's the justice. It gets like, they try to throw rocks at you, but then like somehow, some way, those rocks get thrown right back at them. I don't feel like this is something you may be aware of this. You may not. Look, Hierophant. Yeah. God is making sure of this. It's like at this point where you are, because you've accepted your role in the grand picture, the grand scheme, the grand plan. Because you've accepted your role, you've got God, your angels, your ancestors, the spirits of the highest white light. So when somebody throws rocks at you in any kind of way, which is like mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, or try to project it, when somebody tries to throw rocks at you, God makes sure those rocks get sent right back. Immediately. It's like, so if somebody's like cursing at you like, F you, blah, 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 right? It gets thrown right back at them. It may not be the same way, but it gets thrown right back at them. And God's like, yeah, that's not my collective, so you can have that back. Oh my god, it's so funny. I was trying to be very, very vague with that example, so I hope you understood what I was trying to get. King of Pentacles reverse. All right. Here we go. Okie dokie. So there could be a King of Pentacles reverse throwing rocks at you. And God is throwing it right back. But here's the thing. If this person is throwing rocks, God's going to throw boulders. Right? For example, if somebody's like cursing at you, they're going to end up having physical damage, because God's like, you can have that back. And here's the thing. So if this person is throwing rocks, the reason why it gets like it, okay. So if somebody's cursing at you, for example, right, and then next thing you know, they end up falling a couple times and gets hurt really badly, that's because what they were trying for with those words that this person, this, for example, right, when this person is like cursing at you or projecting on you and being mean or yelling or trying to spiritually attack you, there's a lot of nasty and heavy intentions behind that, right? So it gets thrown right back at them. And it seems like it's like tenfold, but it's actually with what they were trying to throw at you, right? So it looks like they're trying to throw rocks at you, but the intentions behind those rocks are like boulders. So when it gets thrown back at them, it's like, well, this is what you wanted for my collective, right? You wanted boulders, but you wanted to make it seem like it was rocks. So this is what it is. So you get boulders. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say with that. I hope you're able to pick up what I'm putting down. Oh, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups. Yeah, whoever this King of Pentacles is in reverse, this karmic masculine could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. He's waiting for something, and he's just he's waiting for those rocks to hit. And the more that he waits and the more that he sees that those rocks are not hitting, it's like, the more sad he gets. This could also be a karmic feminine. Queen of Pentacles in reverse doesn't, well, that's, you know, you would have to take that how that resonates. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Yeah. So this King of Pentacles in reverse is definitely throwing rocks at you, and it's like the way God sees it, it's like it's only fair that you just, it's kind of like this person is trying to like, it's like God's like, here you go, you dropped this, you know, you left this at my collective's door, you left this at my collective's whatever, here you go, you can have this back, here you go, you can have this back, you dropped this is yours, right? But the way that God is doing it, so if this person is trying to drop like pebbles and rocks, God's like, no. Here, you can have this back. And it's actually like boulders. This person is being dealt with like boulders and mountains and shit like that. Like, here, I think you dropped this. This is exactly what you dropped, right? So this King of Pentacles in reverse, this is so stupid. The reason why he's doing this is because you detached from him. You could have detached from this person. This person is, what are they doing? So they're unhappy, waiting for you, waiting for something. And for you, collective, you detached from them and you're focusing on something else, like your foundation. This is what you're paying attention to. You detach from them to focus on your foundation. This person is waiting for you and they're like unhappy with the way things are in their lives. So if they're throwing rocks at you, they're unhappy because it's like they're looking outside of their window, like checking, like, are those rocks? Did they get my package? Did they get those rocks? Did they get those rocks? And you're not even paying attention because you're over here detaching from these people that are talking about you, this person that's talking about you. Just focus on your foundation. That's what's going on. So you don't even realize that rocks are being thrown at you. You could just be going like, oh, cool, it's hailing outside. Neat. Right? Oh, God. It's so funny because my friend and I were actually having like the funniest conversation about God. I think today, so funny. Like, I feel like God just does like the funniest things. God knows what he's doing at the end of the day. Wheel of Fortune, horizontal. So this King of Pentacles in reverse is trying to affect your good fortune. They're trying to change things in your life to make it go their way. But that's exactly why God is here. That's exactly why justice is here. Because God's making sure that you get your deserved justice. He's making sure that things go accordingly. So it's like, you know who you are. You've accepted your role. You've accepted your purpose. You know your position in this grand plan. So God's like, all right, cool. Now you know where you are. Great. Now, I'll take it from here. So all you got to do is just focus on your one role, your purpose, and God is literally handling the rest. So that's why no matter what, this person will always be miserable because they're waiting for an outcome that will never happen. Why? Because God is here. He's making sure that his outcome, like God's outcome, is the outcome that he wants for you, is he's making sure that it happens. Not this King of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, it's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Right? He's making sure that you focus on your resurrection, you focus on your spirituality, you focus on your dreams, you focus on your purpose, right? You focus on your gifts. You trust your gifts of intuition, your gifts of whatever your gifts are. Even if you have clairs, I feel like you have clairs. He's making sure that you just focus, that all you have to do is just focus, and that's it. Just pay attention and focus and keep the faith. That's your only thing. That's the only job that you have to do. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. I feel like this person, they're throwing rocks because they want you to focus on other things. Like those rocks. That's why I said in the beginning of the video, it's a very peaceful weekend. So it could always feel like a peaceful weekend. Even if it's like the middle of the weekday. It could still feel very peaceful. Okay. King of Cups. So I feel like whether you are a divine feminine or divine masculine, emotionally, you're not paying attention to this person. You've emotionally detached and your focus is nowhere near this King of Pentacles in reverse. You're not even looking at this King of Pentacles direction. It's so interesting because I just saw the funniest thing with this King of Pentacles in reverse. So you're just like minding your own business, like, oh, what's out that window, right? So he's looking outside the window, like, oh, what's outside that window, right? And this King of Pentacles, and you see how this King of Pentacles is looking, but he's also like looking, like he's side-eyeing what's behind him. Now, if you put him reverse, he's like definitely looking at this King of Cups. Isn't that funny? So whoever this King of Pentacles is, they're watching you, but trying to make it seem like they're not watching you. They're trying to make it seem like they're not looking at you, but it's kind of like they would throw rocks and then like look over the shoulders to see if it's working. But God's like, no, here you go. You dropped this. This is yours. No. Here's this boulder, right? These are your intentions. God is giving them the intentions of their actions, right? So if they're trying to throw a pebble with the intention of breaking your window, what happens is God gives them broken windows, multiple broken windows. He doesn't give them the pebble. He gives them what they intended to do with that broken pebble, or with that pebble, which was your window breaking. He gives them the intentions that they wanted for you, right? So if they wanted to mess with your car, right? They do spell work to mess with your car. What God does is they will break down their car.
Why?
Okay, baby. But it's not water. But you can have some. Here you go. So, yeah, he's giving them the intentions that they wanted for you. And it's funny because they keep looking over their shoulders to see if it's working. And they're just like miserable. They're constantly waiting for this, for whatever they want. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Seven of Wands in reverse. They want you to put their guard. I picked this up. I picked this karmic person, this karmic masculine up. I picked them up like 6 to 8 months ago. They want you to put your guard down to them. You have your guard down to them, or up to them. You're emotionally detached from them. You're just focused on what God told you to focus on. You're not paying attention to them. You have your guard up to them. They want you to put your guard down. They want access to you. Hold on. So yeah, they just want you to put your guard down to them. They also don't like the fact that you're protected. Also, be cautious of this person because they're trying to see how many rocks it takes for your window to break. That's a metaphor, all right? I guess for some of you it could be like literal, but metaphorically speaking, spiritually, this person is trying to see how many rocks does it take, like how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop, right? It's like they're trying to see how many rocks it takes to break your window. So it's like, how many attacks can they do before? I don't get this, but they're trying to see how many attacks they can do before, like, your spiritual team, they kind of get, like, fed up with you. It's like, oh my god, how many times do we have to, like, protect the collective from this person? We don't want to do this anymore. This person thinks like that, but that's not gonna happen. That makes no sense. You have a grand purpose. So yeah, they're trying to see how many rocks it takes for your window to break. It's annoying, I guess. Okay. Here you go. All right. The Fool, upright. Yeah, that's you. You're just constantly taking leaps of faith. You're, what is it? I say this all the time. You walk by faith and not by sight. That's you. Because you went through this ego death, right? Do or die, you must. He was like, I either go through this ego death now, or I'm gonna be like this for the rest of my life. That's you. After this resurrection, you were able to be in this full energy. It's like you got a second chance at life. That second chance was like, I guess literally it was a second chance, but it was always like a life that was already like meant for you, like designed for you, written for you. You were already supposed to live this life. It was just do or die. Are you gonna do it or not? And you did it. You went through this ego death, and then you reborn. Like, you reborn. Yeah, you just kind of like became like this phoenix. You rose from your ashes, and now you're walking by faith, not by sight. That's why you have all these doors unlocking. It's like I'm hearing. Oh my gosh, I just started really bad. Yeah, whoever this King of Pentacles in reverse is, he's very unhappy by this. This is somebody who's very materialistic. They only care about finances, money, material things. Their priorities are all messed up. So if this person, because a King of Pentacles upright would be a father, somebody you want to build with. They're good at building foundations. But if they are a father, their priorities are all messed up. Their priorities are more for material things instead of like their children or their child, whatever. All right, their priorities are all messed up. But I was gonna say that I keep seeing like it's all black. It's all black. But then I see like keys being put in doors, and I hear it clicks, and the doors are open, and it's like white light. And it's just like so many of those doors. It's like so many doors. Oh, what is that? 9 of Swords reverse. That's you. There's nothing that you're worried about. There's nothing for you to be stressed out about. You're at peace. You're in peace. You're at peace. You're in peace. You're at peace. Right? You're in peace and you're at peace. You have peace outside of you and you have peace within you. And it's very, very simple because you have faith in God, the Most High. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. You don't even have to. Here's the thing too. This King of Pentacles in reverse, you know what's going on. You can see it, you can sense it, you can feel it, all that good stuff, right? Blah 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 blah. But you don't have to do anything. There's nothing you have to do because God's here. Whatever they're dropping off at your door, God's like, here you go, you drop this. Right? Meanwhile, this person's like, well, how many rocks does it take to break their window? It's like they think that if they keep doing, that's why. One of the main questions that keeps coming up is like, why do they keep doing this? It's because they think that if they keep doing this, they think that whatever protection you have will get dropped. It's like whoever is protecting you, whatever's protecting you, it's like they are hoping that whatever is protecting you, whoever's protecting you, they will get tired of this battle. But here's the thing. This battle is like, it's like it's meant to be. Like, this is what your spiritual team were designed for, specifically this purpose. They were meant to battle for you upon your behalf, so that way you can just focus on what you have to do out here, right, on earth, in the physical world, the waking world. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be paranoid. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be stressed out, depressed, anxious, none of that. You don't have to do that. Because your spiritual team were designed for this battle. And this is exactly why they keep doing what they're doing. Because they think, how many rocks does it take to break the window? They really think that your spiritual team are going to be like, oh my God, another battle. Oh my God, everybody get your swords, get your wands, get your batons. Let's go, get your shields. But what they don't see, they're not realizing that your spiritual team is like, all right, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. It's your spiritual team are like hyped up. You also have like, they're very hyper. It's like, they're just like jumping, like, let's go, let's ready, let's go, we're ready, let's go. So this King of Pentacles in reverse, they are going to tire themselves out eons before your spiritual team like ever even think about this again. It's just not written. Your spiritual team were designed for this. And this person's like, well, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? And your spiritual team, it's like your spiritual team like just started. They're like, finally, we get to battle. Finally, the collective is leaving the battle to us. Finally, they put their swords down, their weapons down, their shields down. Finally, now they're letting us deal with this. It's like for the longest of time, you collective were battling yourself and taking up the batons and the shields and the wands and the swords. You were fighting things that you didn't have to be fighting. And then through this ego death, this resurrection, this birth, you're just like, I'm just going to sit back and have faith in God. Your spiritual team are just like, finally, now we can join in on the fight. Finally, now we can battle on your behalf. Finally, we can do what we were designed to do. So if anything, your spiritual team are excited. They are like, let's do this. Let's go. All right? Because now you're letting them do what they have to do. Divine timing. Divine timing. You're finally doing what you have to do, which is just be at peace and do what God tells you to do. And it's like, you're not, you know how people say, I'm not doing anything that I'm not being paid to do. If it's not in my job description, I'm not doing it. It's literally just like that. If God's telling you to be at peace and have faith in him, that's it. You're not doing anything else. You're literally that employee right now where it says, well, all I have to do is answer phones. I'm just going to answer the phones. I'm not going to mop the floors. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to, fry the chicken. I'm not doing that. It's not in my job description. And God's like, yes, you're absolutely right. It's not. You don't have to worry about frying the chicken. You don't have to worry about mopping the floors. All you got to do is just take their order and that's it. Right? That's it. It's all in divine timing. Your spiritual team are like, yes, finally. Forced to be reincarnated? Yeah, who cares? Spiritual lessons. So this King of Pentacles in reverse is going to be forced to reincarnated to redo a bunch of spiritual lessons. Wicked tongue. They're talking about you. I feel like there's also a group of people. Also, side note, there is a group of people that are talking about you in a wicked way. So you know how I was saying in that dream, like I could feel when people had my name in a negative way in their mouth. I could feel it. So whatever intentions that they're speaking about you with, it's going to be sent right back to them. For example, if they're speaking about you in a negative way, they're going to have physical malice, right? If they're going to have physical whatever, it'll come to them in a way where they will feel it. So if these people are talking about you in a negative way, it's because they most likely want you to feel that, right? So God's like, okay, well, if you want my collective to feel that, what better way than for you to feel what they were feeling? But what you really wanted them to feel, it's going to feel like tenfold, but it's actually not. Hey, baby, you cannot blow it like that. Here. Oh. Well, let me pick one out. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh. We have the letter D and the letter E. Oh boy. It's not going to end well for this masculine. Because he will D-I-E. My smile is authentic. Mommy issues. Wolf in sheep's clothing. So I feel like your smile is authentic. But this person, they want to make it seem like everything is alright. Everything is fine. So this person will be like, I'm fine. It's alright. I'm fine. Like, you'll ask this person, like, are you okay? Is there anything right? They're like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, why do people keep asking me I'm fine? So they're cracking. This person has a lot. Wolf in sheep's clothing. This person is a predator. They are a predator. This is a predator. A karmic masculine predator. They've got a lot. They talked bad about you. They have mommy issues. They're going to end up being forced to reincarnate, to go through all the spiritual lessons. And they are waiting for you to DIE, but like I said, what they intend for you is going to happen to them. So if they're waiting for you to DIE, they will DIE. No, I'm not. Hold on. Baby, what do you keep pressing? Okay. Jeez Louise. Alright, so yeah, let me get a couple more. Spiritually barren, yeah. They can't. King of Pentacles in reverse, they don't have anything. So it's like this person is like money hungry, but they don't have money. They like money, cars, and clothes, but they don't have money, cars, and clothes. They like living luxurious, but they could live like in a trailer or some shit like that, right? It's very... Their priorities are all messed up. Instead of... Oh my god. M. DEM. This person could be trying to reach out through music. Could be trying to reach out to you through music. We got EDM, DEM. It could be multiple people. And this person likes to self-medicate. So this person, so this could be like I guess a trigger warning, I should say. If this person likes to self-medicate, that's exactly how they will end up going out. Through like an OD. When I look in the mirror, I cry. I don't know what I see. I don't know why that's your problem. This is why they want you to put your guard down to them. Because they want you, it's like, please look at me. Please look at me. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Whoever, this is, like I said, you detached from this person. And like, they want you to put your guard down to them. They want you to pay attention to them. It's like, look at me, I'm crying, please look at me. And you're like, okay, I don't care. The thing is, they want you to care about their problems, their issues, their traumas, dramas, and chaos. And they don't even care about their issues, their problems, their dramas, traumas, and chaos. They don't care about it. And it's like, how are you going to help somebody? Hypothetically speaking, I'm not saying that you want to help this person, but it's like, why would you want to help somebody who has no interest in helping themselves? Like, why am I going to care about your childhood issues, your mommy issues, why would I care about that when you don't even care about that? That makes no sense. Like, you don't care. You're like, forgive them. Okay. All right. So all you have to do is just forgive them. Forgive them and then move on. That's it. Right? That's it. Forgive them. That's gonna, yeah, that's in the Fool. Forgive them. All they do is lie. That goes with wicked tongue. But that also fell on the letter M. So somebody with the letter M could lie a lot. We've got Aries. So we've got Aries out here twice. We've got the Fool, and then we got the first house, Aries. Hold on. She's alright. What was I saying? Yeah. So we got Aries out here twice, the first house. But Aries is also about first impressions. But that's on spiritually barren. So when you look at this person, this is exactly why their priorities are all messed up. This is exactly why they put so much. I just heard of this saying. It's a saying. It's like a quote. People who put too much effort into their appearance lack true skill. This is this person, these people. They lack true skill, talent, abilities, gifts. They lack it. So they put a lot of effort into their appearance. So that's why their priorities are all messed up. Because it's like, well, if I'm not the part, then I will act the part. If I'm not rich, I will act rich. If I'm not wise, I will act wise. If I'm not spiritual, I would act spiritual. Right? If I'm not this, I will act like it. This is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is a faker. This is a liar. This is a predator. So a lot of what they do is they are not what they say they are. So what they do is they will try to play the part, act the part, be the part. Because everybody knows that first impressions are important. So if they can fool the collective with their first impressions, then that's the opening that they need. So be cautious of this person. Anyway, so this is a reading. I hope it helps. If you need a personal reading, you can email me. Thank you for the donations I've been receiving. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. And, you know, I read all the comments. And if you don't see your comment, it's probably because your comment was not a good comment, so I did not approve it. All right. So aside from that, it takes me a while to read up on the comments, so I usually approve them all. All right. But aside from that, I really appreciate you all. Thank you for all the support. Blah blah blah, and I love you all. Thanks. Bye.